Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, today, as you can see by the title of this video, I did the let the person in front of me decide what I eat. So I went to Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and Taco Bell. All together, all three orders came up to $35.51. So first I went to McDonald's, and what they ordered was, I'm going to insert the footage of me going to the drive-thrus right here. Hi, hello. Today I am recording the let the person in front of me decide what I eat. So right now we're at McDonald's and a car just went through the drive-thru, so I'm going to pull behind them so we can see what they got. So it looks like a little car, so I think I got lucky. And they ordered quickly, so let's see.
It's a family of 6.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
Hi, can I get exactly what the person in front of me just got?
Alright, will that be all?
That'll be it.
Alrighty, $8.86.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She just laughed at you.
Well, at least that was easier. Okay. You guys, I think we got lucky. It looks like a car of one. And I'm going to tally this up when we get home to see how much I spent today.
Is the Texas Clutch Run?
Yes.
That's like perfect
Well,
for
there
you.
it is.
The large Diet Coke 10-piece, right?
Yeah. A 10-piece, which I'm happy with. I love nuggets. I love nugs. They got a 10-piece nugget, a large fry, honey mustard dip. They must not know about hot mustard. And a large Diet Coke. I like it. It's cool. So far, I have spent $8.86. Yeah, I think we're getting fresh fries. So far, so good. I'm very nervous to do this. I have a lot of anxiety. And asking for unusual requests is not something that I like to do. Okay, so we're just waiting for the food. I'm gonna come back to you when we are at the next restaurant, which is Taco Bell. Okay, so we are pulling into Taco Bell. There's somebody that just left the drive-thru, so I'm gonna creep right on up. Hopefully they got some good stuff.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you today?
Hi, can I get exactly what the person in front of me just ordered?
One loaded nacho taco box and one grande
Yeah.
nacho with the chicken.
Yes. You guys, I keep forgetting to tell them don't tell me what the person got, but I mean, I'm not changing what they got, so I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, except for I just know instead of opening the bag and finding out.
I think it's some of these, it's if they have to enter it in the computer, it's going to pop up on that video screen anyway.
Yeah. It sounds like they got some pretty good stuff, so. They got, I believe they got a loaded nacho box, which I'm definitely here for. Love that loaded nacho box. Also, I know a lot of people that do this video, they eat it in their car. I'm not doing that. I don't like to eat in my car if I don't have to, so I'm going to set it up. And we still have to talk about the book, you guys, so I'm going to set it up, and then we're going to go home and, you know, put it all in a nice fancy display and talk about the book. We have too many drinks. Thank you. Thank you. He was rude. Okay, so we are at Chick-fil-A now, and as usual, it's busy as hell. So they're walking around on the little tablet. So, and this is a van. What is this? A Nissan Rogue? Oh no!
There's only 2 people.
Okay, good.
Unless they've got kids, I can't see.
Well, they got a Disney World thing on their thing, so they could either be adults like us that just love Disney, or they could actually have kids
But are
and
the
like
kids
Disney.
Are the kids with them? I don't think.
I mean, they can probably be getting stuff to take home. You guys, this might be my downfall. So far, I've only spent like probably like $19, $20, but this might be where the bullshit comes in.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi. May I have a name?
Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Yeah.
How may I serve you?
Can I get exactly what they just got in this Nissan?
What was that?
Whatever they just got?
Do not remember what they got.
You don't
Let me just
remember?
check.
I don't want to know what it is. Just whatever it is. I'll take it.
Okay. So you just want to have a surprise?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's taking a long time. Did they get a lot of stuff?
Oh no. The thing is, I look at the wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. What was
I was
the
like,
name
I hope they
again,
didn't get
please?
Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany.
It's like, I hope they didn't get a lot of stuff.
No, it wasn't even.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Exactly the same.
Exactly everything they got.
I'm not gonna repeat
Don't tell
that
me.
one there, okay.
Don't tell
Any
me.
sauces though?
I'll get Chick-fil-A sauce, Polynesian, and buffalo.
This is a cool thing. I'm gonna do this next time. 1537.
Okay, that's not too bad. And I got mine a little.
Oh, your rewards?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Next time I'm doing that.
I just went to McDonald's and Taco Bell and did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and at the merch we're gonna hold color the silver SUV.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now this is the actual first time that I don't know what the people got. At McDonald's, they showed me on the screen, and at Taco Bell, he just blurted it out. So here at Chick-fil-A, you know how Chick-fil-A do. They always do everything right. So I'm just gonna get, I don't know what it is for once. But I do know how much it was. It was only $15, so, whew. All right, y'all. Let's see what it is. We have enough drinks, so hopefully they didn't get a drink. Let me drink some of this Skittles Freeze from Taco Bell.
Gonna melt. You already melting at the sides.
Strawberry Skittle Freeze. You know, this doesn't taste much like a strawberry Skittle, but it is very good. You guys know what? This is kind of fun as long as the people that work at the fast food places are willing to participate with you. It's a fun experience. It's actually quite interesting.
Hi, Tiffany.
Yes.
I have 2 12-pound nuggets, a large Diet Dr. Pepper extra ice, and then a large Diet Dr. Pepper regular with 2 Chick-fil-A, 2 Polynesian, 2 Buffalo.
Yes.
And did you want the receipt?
Yes, please.
Alright. When I looked at that, I was so confused for a moment because the card, or 2 cards that
Yeah.
had the same exact one.
I know. I saw them. I just said, just give me whatever they got in the thing.
That was so crazy. I was like, what?
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
You too. Well, you guys.
Now we know.
Now we know. I tried. Actually, I didn't really hear. I heard they got grilled nuggets, like a lot of Dr. Peppers.
Yes. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Peppers.
Perfect.
I didn't hear everything else though. Actually, I was trying not to listen. And by the way, y'all, Tiffany is my drive-through in Starbucks name. I don't have time telling everybody to say LaQuisha and try to have them spell it and all that kind of stuff. All right, well, the camera is blinking, so I'll catch y'all back at the house. We got Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and Taco Bell, so I will see you soon. So it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted. Basically, pretty much at all 3 places, by the time I got to the window, I already knew what was in the bag, but nevertheless, I still ordered exactly what the person in front of me ordered. So at McDonald's, they ordered a 10-piece McNugget with honey mustard sauce and a large Diet Coke and a large fry. Then we went to Taco Bell, and at Taco Bell they got the loaded nacho taco box, a 5-layer burrito, a crunchy taco, and cinnamon twist. And I picked the drink. I got a Skittles Freeze, and I got a Sierra Mist. Y'all know what? I just remember I don't have my Skittles Freeze. Hold on. Okay, because, girl, I need my Skittles Freeze. So anyway, so they got the loaded nacho box, 5-layer burrito, and then they also got a grande snack box with grande nachos and a Sierra Mist. So we have all that right here. And then I skedoodled my little butt right on over to Chick-fil-A. Y'all know I love me some Chick-fil-A. I got lucky. The people in front of me got 2 12 counts of nuggets. And then I picked my sauce. I just picked some random sauce. I got some Chick-fil-A sauce, Polynesian sauce, and some buffalo sauce. And the people got in front of us Diet Dr. Peppers, one with extra ice. And then just one regular one. So those are the drinks I have. Y'all, I'm surrounded by drinks. There's drinks everywhere. I'm gonna move some of these drinks out the way and we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Y'all, it's so much food in front of me. Let me see, let's try this first, this little burrito or whatever this is. What is this? Oh, it's just like a soft taco? They didn't get any sauce at Taco Bell. How do you eat Taco Bell without the sauce? I'm just saying. So this little challenge was fun to do. Mike thought of a good idea for another one. So y'all look out for that one coming up soon. It's gonna be a surprise. But it's along the same lines of this type of video. I didn't really want to open the bag and eat it in my car and then go to the next place. I don't really like eating in my car, and I wanted to come back and sit down and like enjoy the food. So that's why I didn't do it the traditional way of the challenge. I want to sit down and enjoy my food. Plus, I gotta talk about the book, y'all. I think what I'm gonna start doing is reading 5 chapters instead of 3 because this book has 89 chapters, okay? I don't want to be talking about this all the way into next year. So I'm just opening up my sauces real quick. You know? So I'm just gonna start reading 5 chapters at a time, but for now I went on ahead and read 3, so I read chapters 8, 9, and 10. It's a lot starting to unfold. Y'all, I still don't... Hold on, let me get situated. We're gonna get into this book. Ooh, Taco Bell is so good. Did I say how much I spent? I feel like I did. If not, I spent $35.51 on all 3 restaurants, which is not bad, especially Chick-fil-A. Y'all know Chick-fil-A can get pricey, okay? But I made it out pretty unscathed. I made it out all right. Let me try these nugs. Polynesian sauce. Chick-fil-A got the seasonings in the chicken. They got all the right seasonings. And I was so lucky and so happy that the people at McDonald's got McNuggets. I love McNuggets. You know, I don't eat too much stuff at McDonald's, okay? I eat McNuggets, a double cheeseburger. Every now and then I'll get a fish fillet. Now that I had them for the first time this year, I'm pretty much on team fish fillet. So, and that's pretty much it. These fries were fresh when I got them at the drive-thru. We had to pull around and wait for fresh fries, but they ain't so fresh no more. I tried to warm them up, but when you try to set up for these videos and trying to get everything together and trying to keep the food warm, and girl, it's a struggle now. It's a struggle. Crunchy nachos. I gotta be careful because there's onions on these nachos and I don't eat onions. So how are y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I'm doing good. Definitely ready to eat. I was definitely ready to eat. I'm always so nervous about my food being cold. I hate cold food. Cold food that's supposed to be hot. The Chick-fil-A sauce. The Chick-fil-A sauce. You know, the people at McDonald's could have got hot mustard sauce with their nuggets. If y'all don't know about hot mustard sauce from McDonald's, thank me later. Thank me later. I'm glad these people got Diet Dr. Pepper at Chick-fil-A. I love Diet Dr. Pepper. It's really the only diet soda that tastes like just as good as the original. Yes. I need this closer to me. Hold on. I need that Dr. Pepper right by my side. Okay. Alright, enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the book. Now, chapter 8 starts off at Tiffany's point of view. That's right. That Tiffany. Oh, y'all saw I use Tiffany as my drive-thru name at Chick-fil-A. Tiffany is my, first of all, that's my best friend name. Hey girl. But also, Tiffany is my Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, drive-thru, any kind of reservation. I don't have time to be saying LaQuisha every time and having people, what? It's Tiffany. Go on, girl. Does anybody else with a very long name or a hard to spell name, does anybody else do that? Do y'all do that? It just makes life a whole lot easier if you just give them your typical everyday easy to spell type of name, because if I can tell you the number of times that I've had to repeat my name and re-say my name, it's just like, I'm just ready to eat. I'm not here to teach you how to spell my name. So anyway, we start off and it's from Tiffany's point of view. So she's not dead. She's at home. It's her, Vid, and their daughter Dakota. They're at home. They're just hanging out. She says Vid is such a loud person. She said you can definitely hear him walk in and out of her room. So she's just commenting on how loud he is as a person. He seems kind of obnoxious, to be honest. She's watching her daughter, noticing that her daughter lately has been like extra polite, like pleases and thank yous, and she was like, this little girl is 10 years old and she's usually not like that. Ever since, I'm guessing the day of the barbecue, McNugs, her daughter has been like unusually extra polite, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. Why are you being so nice? Something seems suspicious. So she gets up to take the trash, to take the recycling down. And you can hear it rattling. Wine bottles, beer bottles, you know, they like to have a good time. So most of their recycling is alcoholic beverages. She's taking her stuff down. She sees Oliver. And she says every time she sees Oliver, she gets like a knot in her stomach. Ever since the day of the barbecue, she gets like weird around him. It's another clue, y'all. So as you can tell, like I said in the last one, we hadn't heard at this point from Tiffany or Oliver, and now we've heard from both of them, so they're still alive. And remember, Tiffany is like this super sexy lady. You know, all the men be looking at her and stuff. So when she walked over to talk to Oliver, she noticed he was looking at the cleave. He was looking at the cleave. So he like tried to quickly like look away. She was like, bitch, I saw you. Y'all, look at this poor taco. It didn't make it through the reheating process. It didn't make it. Let me see if their guacamole has onions. don't know. I gotta eat around the pico. Pico has literally everything I hate. Tomato, onion, cilantro. All three of those are a no for me. Although I will eat tomatoes every now and then. But cilantro, I have that, whatever you call that condition where cilantro tastes like soap and dirt. So I cannot eat cilantro. It's just not like me being picky. It literally tastes like dirt. And I've just never liked onions, ever. So, you know, she's trying to make small talk. She's asking, how's Erica? And he's being, like, short, like, secretive, like, very weird. She said, ever since the barbecue, every conversation they have, been super short. Like, straight to the point. They don't want to chit-chat. They don't really want to talk too much to Tiffany and Vid. So then she asked about Clementine and Sam, and he's like, oh, they're fine. And then they ask about their neighbor, Harry, who is Tiff and Vid's neighbor. He's like a crotchety old man. They notice nobody's seen him in a while. Usually he'll be out complaining, get off my lawn. He don't like, doesn't like anything. Pretty much the only time they see him is when he's complaining. They notice it's been very quiet, unusually quiet, especially from Harry's house. So they're like, yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Like, where is he? You know, it's not like him to not come out and complain. Sound like Stanley from Friday. Get off the grass. Yo, these nachos are pretty good. You know, most of the boxes at Taco Bell are like $5. And you get a drink and a dessert usually. I'm not a big fan of Cinnamon Twist though. It's Dr. Pepper. Hitting though. So anyway, they're wondering where Harry is. You know, they notice he hasn't brought down his recycling in a while. Or they just notice he's missing. So, kind of worried. So then Tiffany starts thinking, you know, like, wait a minute. So when was the last time I saw Harry? So now she's thinking back. She's trying to figure out the last time she saw him. And of course, what y'all think? The last time she saw Harry was the day of the motherfucking barbecue. I cannot wait till we get to the chapter where they talk about the barbecue because so much clearly has gone down at the barbecue. I'm trying to make like a giant nacho pile. This needs some sauce though. Who doesn't order sauce at Taco Bell? Taco Bell is definitely one of those places where you need some sauce, dog. You need some sauce. So that's the end of chapter 8. Let me bite this burrito before it gets cold. This is the 5-layer burrito. I'm just gonna rip it open. Usually when I order this burrito, I get it with either no beans or very light beans because they be going too heavy on the beans, bruh. Beans. That's all I taste. Okay, so moving on to chapter 9. So chapter 9 is again Tiffany's point of view, but it's back to the day of the barbecue. So again, she's home. noticing how quiet it is without Vid in the room. Her daughter's reading. Tiffany said her daughter's way more into like reading and, you know, more of a quiet type girl. Back in the day, Tiffany was always into makeup and boys and stuff like that. She's total opposite from her daughter. And Tiffany recalls like whenever she would ask Dakota, "Oh, do you want to have girl time? Like go paint our nails?" Her daughter's like, "Nah, I don't want to do that kind of stuff." And Tiffany like thinks back to, oh, like when she was younger and her mom would ask her to hang out. Tiffany would be like, "Are you paying me? Can y'all y'all getting the vibe of the kind of girl Tiffany is? Time is money. She got the body yaddy yaddy. She always thinking about boys. She's a little busybody. She's a little busybody. So she's like sitting at the kitchen counter reading emails. Like, they're about to put their daughter in a private school and she's just like, it's so expensive, but Vid wants her to go there because his other 2 daughters from his previous marriage went to the same school. She doesn't see why she just can't go to a regular school. But she did admit it was a good school. So Vid went outside to get a paper. He comes back in. And that this is also during the same time, if you flash back a couple of chapters, this is when he went to go talk to Erica and invited them to the barbecue. So now, Tiffany's point of view, Vid walks in the house and it's like, "Oh, by the way, I invited Erica and Oliver over for a barbecue." And she was like, "What barbecue?" He's like, "We're going to have a barbecue." See, I don't play that. You don't spring that kind of stuff on me and then you already invited people, so now they definitely have to come, so we definitely have to do it. Playboy. I need a warning. I need a notice, not the day of. I need like a week in advance to mentally and emotionally prepare myself to do that. I'm not just about to be willy-nilly throwing a barbecue. He was like, "Yeah, Emily, Erica and Oliver." She was like, "Why?" Nobody really seems to like Erica and Oliver. I guess they just come across a little bit too stuffy for everyone. They're not very fun and loose. And you know, she really wasn't fucking too much with that barbecue. Vid promised her a relaxing afternoon. He promised her a relaxing afternoon because she had a busy week ahead of her with school. Preparing for the school and work stuff. She just needed a day to relax. And Vid was like, "No, we're finna throw a party." So then Vid was like, "Oh," he's like, "All right, well, I also invited Clementine and Oliver. You remember Clementine and Oliver? I mean, Clementine and Sam. You remember Clementine and Sam, right?" And she was like, "Sam? Oh, is Sam coming?" Sam? Oh, now she's excited. I think they did something. Because y'all remember in the last video, Sam mentioned Tiffany's body and said she was calling him muscles and stuff. I think they messed around. I can't wait till it starts getting like very juicy. So now she's all happy. She's like, "Oh yeah, Sam. He got that surfer boy look that she used to go for back in the day before she married Vid." I bet he do. I bet he do. She just thought Sam was just nice and easygoing, easy to talk to. Then she recalls the first time they first met Clementine and Sam, which was back at a party that Erica and Oliver were throwing. She was like, "Thank God for Clementine and Sam because that party was so damn boring." She said people were whispering, like talking all quiet and low. You know, one of those bougie stuffy parties where people just be talking all low and quiet and talking about boring lame stuff. She said it was no food. And Erica and Oliver were just running around the house cleaning their already spotless house. They were just so worried about getting anything dirty. And it's like, don't throw a party then, okay, if you don't want to have a mess, because a party is a mess. So and they just said, you know, that's where they met Clementine and Sam. And the four of them kind of made a little super group of friends trying to, like, all four of them are like, where's the food? Let's order a pizza. Nobody's talking here. Vid liked Clementine because he liked classical music and she's a cellist, so they got along that way. And Sam and Tiffany had some sort of weird energy. So just the four of them had a really good time at an otherwise very, very boring party. So she was kind of excited now. She's like, okay, we can have the barbecue, I guess. So then they get a knock at the door. Now remember, this is the day of the barbecue. And it's Harry, the neighbor, the grumpy old man. And of course, he's complaining. He's yelling about getting their mail. It only happened one other time, but he's like, I told you guys to take care of this. I shouldn't be responsible. You guys need to be smarter than this. I'm tired of getting your mail, blah, 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 blah. And get this damn dog away from me. They have a little dog, and he's almost like annoyed at the dog, and, you know, just a grumpy old man. They're like, okay, dude, chill out. You know, we'll try to have the mailman fix it, but sometimes it happens. He goes, it shouldn't be happening, blah, blah, blah. So, you know how grumpy old people get. No matter what you say, they'll still be mad. So then Tiffany said something like, you know, if you ever do need us. Oh yeah, and then he called her stupid, and then that's when Vid came and was like, don't call my wife stupid. By the way, if you ever do need us for anything, and he looked kind of confused, like, ugh, what would I ever need you for? So they just let it go. So that was the last time that Tiffany, maybe Vid, saw Harry. And that is the end of chapter 9. So far, these chapters that we're reading now, it's all like set up. You know, I feel like it's just all gonna build up. It's all gonna build up into one big drama-filled evening, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Why do I love Taco Bell so much? It's just so good. It's just so good. Okay, so chapter 10 is back to the present day. Erica's point of view. This is the day that she ran out of the library after Clementine was giving her speech, you know, about the day of the barbecue. Now remember, she was going back to get some clarification because she doesn't really remember what happened at the barbecue. I don't know why she doesn't remember, but she doesn't really remember what happened at the barbecue. But yeah, she said going to see Clementine talk didn't do nothing but waste $134 for like taxi into and from. She was even more confused about that day. Didn't help her at all. So she felt like that was a waste. So she tried to bury herself back in work, trying to get distracted. She's talking about even running some hill sprints later to clear her mind. That's not gonna help me clear my mind. But whatever. So then her phone rings. It's Oliver. She's like, what did he want? I just talked to him in the car. Like, we just talked in the taxi. So what could he possibly want now? And he's like, have you seen Harry? She was like, who the hell is Harry? He's like, who the hell is Harry? He was like, Harry, our neighbor. And she was like, oh, no, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, she didn't even know who he was, so she definitely didn't see him. She's like, no, why? Well, I was just outside and I was talking to Tiffany. And she's like, Tiffany? Oh, she perked up there. Now she's listening. Now she's listening. Tiffany's name is involved. So he's like, oh, I was outside talking to Tiffany, you know, taking out the trash. And we both realized we haven't seen him in a while. She was like, no. She's like, I haven't seen him. I don't know. I don't know. So he's like, we noticed his mailbox was full, so we walked up. We went and got his mail and took it up there, you know, to knock on his door. No answer. Y'all, nobody would ever do that in this neighborhood. This is not the kind of friendly, neighborly neighborhood like that. I don't know where they live, but that would never happen around here. Listen, if you dead, I won't know. So he was like, maybe I should call the police. And she was like, he probably has like a spare key somewhere. Like, look under the rock. I'm sure, you know, he from that generation where they leave a key under a rock somewhere around. He's like, okay, I'll go do that. So they hang up the phone. And now she's thinking like, when was the last time I saw Harry? And won't you know it, it was the day of the barbecue. It was the day of the barbecue. Of course. Of course it was. Everything happened the day of the barbecue. Everything. So she recalls she ran out to go get more crackers or whatever for the party, the barbecue. And as she's driving, she sees Harry in the rear view, and he's like tuffling around with the dog, like almost trying to kick their dog, Vid's dog, but he didn't kick him, but he made the motion like to kick the dog. And she says then she saw Vid like come out on his veranda and like call for the dog kind of, and that was the last time she saw Harry. So he can't be the person that died though. I feel like the death has to be more dramatic than that, because he's like an old man, so he probably like fell or something, or he can't be the one that died. If he's gonna be if he's the one that died, I'm gonna be disappointed, because I need more drama in the death. I don't need an old man death. That's not what I'm here for, reading 89 goddamn chapters. So we'll see. Then we find out that although Harry's a grumpy old man, he's actually kind of friendly towards Erica and Oliver. Erica says she appreciates him because he's grumpy. Grumpy people don't want to talk too much. So she liked him because he's short and he's to the point, and he actually kind of likes Oliver a little bit. So they don't really have an issue with him. So now she's like, oh, I hope he's okay. Now she's like wondering what he is. But she mentioned, you know, she was like, oh, but Harry definitely hates Vid and Tiffany and even the daughter. How are you gonna hate the little girl? She is 10 years old. How do you hate the little girl? Well, and apparently the dog too. Shit, he don't like them bitches. He doesn't like anyone. And so, you know, it's a rainy day and she goes and stands in her office window and she's like really trying to figure out like what happened at this barbecue. Like what happened, and then out of nowhere like lightning strikes. She's like in a high rise, you know, building, looking over these people down, you know, down below, and she's like, I bet these people think it's creepy of me like looming over my window with lightning falling down. And at that very moment she got like this flash, like this flashback memory of like hands pressed against the glass and like a gaping mouth, and then like quickly went away. And she was like, what was that? Let me tell you what that could have been. That could have been somebody getting murdered, like screaming like murder, or that could have been somebody doing the nasty. Okay? That could be death or some freaky stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was just like, whoa. She like quickly ran back to her desk, opened up some spreadsheets, like trying to get lost in work, because she was like, I don't know what that was, and like she was freaked out. So then she like immediately called her therapist and was like, I need to see you ASAP tomorrow. Do you have any cancellations? Please, I need to see you. I need to talk this out. And that is where chapter 10 ends. Y'all, it is getting juicier and juicier as we go along. We are just finding out more and more More and more drama. They're introducing new characters. We got Harry in there now. I have a feeling they're going to introduce more people because so far, everyone, well, except for maybe Harry, is still alive. And he doesn't seem like a main character enough to die. Or to be the one that dies at the barbecue. So I feel like they're going to introduce more people as we go along. I mean, we got 89 chapters. Ain't nobody done anytime soon. Okay? Y'all, I'm starting to get full. It looks like I barely put a dent in this, but I feel like I ate a lot of food. Luckily, I have a human garbage disposal in the form of one man named Mike. He's going to come in here and clean all this up. Not one piece is going to go to waste. And he'll eat it cold, too. He don't care. Okay, so my thoughts so far, like I said, I can't figure out who dies because I feel like we haven't been introduced to everyone yet. So we're pretty much just kind of getting everybody's relationships down and, you know, all of the tension. There's definitely tension between Tiffany Tiffany and Oliver, and probably even Erica. They definitely got some sort of tension going on. There's definitely something. I feel like there's definitely something going on with Tiffany and Sam. I feel like we're going to find out. That's who pressed against that window. That is who's pressed against that window. Y'all. Nobody died against that window. That was Tiffany and Sam. How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet? That's them. That's them. Okay. We still haven't gotten anything from Vid's point of view. He's such a happy-go-lucky dummy. I don't think we're going to hear much from him. He seems like he might be oblivious to everything that's going on. And I don't think he's dead either because, oh, I forgot to mention that when Oliver called Erica and he said, oh, me and Tiffany were wondering where he was, he said Tiffany's going to ask Vid later when he gets home from work. So Vid is alive too. So, oh no. Well, y'all, that's it. So going to these fast food restaurants and asking, can I get exactly what the person in front of me ordered? It gave me a lot of anxiety because I don't do stuff like this, and doing anything like extra like this makes me very anxious and very nervous. But I did it. I had a good time. I wish I would have said, oh wait, don't tell me, but they said it so fast, like they said the order so fast. So I knew what it was by the time I got to the window, but nevertheless, I still went on ahead and ordered it. The only thing I did not like, well, I like the nachos, but I can't eat all of them because there's pico on top and I can't eat pico. So besides that, everything else was good. I'm never going to be thirsty for the rest of the day, at least, and probably tomorrow too. But I'm going to, like I said, I have another idea for another video like this, so look out for that one. Y'all, stay with me on this book. I'm going to try to start reading 5 chapters at a time instead of 3 because I'm trying to speed it up a little bit because there are so many chapters that we have to get through. So, and I want to talk about other books. I don't want to just be talking about this book all the time. So stick with me. We will get through it. I hope you're reading along with me. If you are, let me know what you think. Don't spoil it if you are ahead of me. Don't spoil it. I just want to find out on my own because I like trying to figure it out, put the pieces together, and go back and see how wrong I was. You know, but whatever. So far, it's a very good book, so I'm enjoying myself. I hope you are too. I hope you are enjoying these mukbangs. If you are, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Share my videos. I also have makeup videos on here as well too. I have chit chat, get ready with me's, tutorials, reviews. Y'all, I'm trying to do it all, okay? Check out my other videos. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.